Hey everybody, I'm attorney Mike Contant. I have clients ask me all the time whether they can expunge their criminal record. Now, expungement means that the criminal record, as well as any associated documents like a police report or other court documents, are destroyed forever. Now, in Massachusetts, up until a couple of years ago, it was nearly impossible to expunge a criminal record. But with the change in the law, it's become a little easier. Now there are essentially four ways in which it can be done. The first is for a single crime committed while you were young. Now, there's certain requirements for this. The first is that the crime was committed before your 21st birthday. The second requirement is enough time has passed since the case was over. In the case of a felony, that time period is 7 years. In the case of a misdemeanor, that time period is 3 years. And the third requirement is you can't have any other criminal court appearance since. Now, even if you meet these three requirements, there are certain crimes that can never be expunged in this way. Some of those include drunk driving or driving under the influence of drugs, any type of domestic violence. Now that's going to include any type of domestic assault or violation of a restraining order or violation of a harassment prevention order, any type of sexual crime, any type of sex offense like indecent assault and battery or rape. Any crime committed against the elderly or disabled also won't qualify. Any crime involving a weapon, or any crime involving a felony assault will not qualify to be expunged in this manner. Now, there are other types of ways you can get a case expunged. One is which, if there's fraud, if you can demonstrate some sort of fraud was perpetrated in the court. A common type of fraud might be where someone uses your identity and goes through the court system as you, creating that record. If you can demonstrate for the judge that this is what has occurred, then you may be able to get that record expunged. Another way is where there's a demonstrable error by either the police, court personnel, or some witness. If you can demonstrate that for the judge, he may be willing to expunge that criminal record. And the last would be where the case or the offense is no longer a crime anymore. Now, in Massachusetts, a very common example of this might be for possession of marijuana. Possession of marijuana was decriminalized a few years ago. And since it's no longer a crime, you could seek to have that charge expunged from your record under this law. So if you have a record you'd like to see if you can get expunged, or you have any other questions about this, please feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to speak with you.